Hey guys, and welcome to Commie Reddit is Insane. Start off simple and look at what r/communism has to say. Got a post here from a commie redditor.
Hong Kong is the new Venezuela.
Gotta say, I've got to agree with that summation. People rising up against an authoritarian regime. Let's see what else he has to say then.
Western media is obsessing over the quote-unquote pro-democracy protests in Hong Kong, especially since the Venezuelan coup failed miserably. The fact they turn the spotlights toward Hong Kong while deliberately ignoring bloody crackdowns on nationwide protests in Haiti and Sudan shows that this stunt is nothing more than a hit piece on China. It will soon be used as an excuse to quote-unquote free Hong Kong. This also once again shows how they only care about quote-unquote democracy when it suits their needs and helps forward their narrative of dominance. Just wanted to share my thoughts, comrades.
It's hard to know where to start on this one. At the very least, I'll give them that they aren't saying
not real communism.
But China is an authoritarian regime, known for imprisoning political dissidents. These people are out there fighting for their rights. And the best they can say is, it's part of their
narrative of dominance.
Just insane. The media can be biased, but you only need to see the over 1 million protests to figure out something isn't right about what this guy's saying. And Hong Kong should be free. China doesn't care about democracy or human rights. Common occurrence in authoritarian regimes. Now we look to one of the nutters in r/communism. Let's take a look at r/socialism. But first, a word from our sponsors. Are you tired of confusing choices in news and the ballot box? Are you tired of choosing which brands of foods and clothes you want to buy? Then try communism today. Our tried and tested method is guaranteed to simplify all the complexities of democracy. And our strict diet plan will have you beach body ready in no time. You've tried the best. Now try the rest. Symptoms may include
extreme weight loss, social upheaval, genocide, corruption, lack of funds, purchase, concentration camps,
and erectile dysfunction. Also, with my promo code, That Wasn't Real Communism, you get a no money back guarantee. Next up, we've got a comrade from r/socialism who would like to say,
happy birthday, Shay. One of the most selfless human beings that ever lived.
At least someone out there celebrating Che Guevara's birthday. The man was, of course, a murderer who, in his own admission, stated,
we executed many people by firing squad without knowing if they were guilty.
I suppose anything's really justified when you're seeking a utopia. It's just nuts that anyone today would be praising Che Guevara as a selfless human being. So I'll leave it at that. For our last Redditor, we'll be going back to r/communism. Let's see what they have to say.
The UN recognises Venezuela as a leading country in the right to housing.
And this is where the socialists that came out in favour of Venezuela before their crisis start coming out of the woodwork. This guy's clearly delusional. The fact is that just having the right to a house doesn't give you the ability to own a house. They also have had a massive loss of population due to emigration because everyone's leaving the country to places like Brazil, of all places. Brazil obviously having its own economic turmoil right now. That just shows how bad Venezuela is. They also, obviously the Venezuelan bolivar is around, estimated at about 250,000 Venezuelan bolivar to the dollar. It could be higher. No one actually knows the true value of it. I don't know if the Venezuelan government expects their population to eat bricks and mortar with the right to housing, seeing as no one has any food in this country. I'll bring up some images now of the shop shelves in Venezuela. People are eating cats and dogs. This is just a joke. This is socialism to its absurd conclusion. What I'm trying to do with this video is kind of shine a light on the hypocrisy of these two subreddits. Obviously, with in the case of Venezuela and Hong Kong, they seem to just blame Western media. Oh no, it's actually far better than it actually is. I mean, the critique that I gave in this video isn't particularly nuanced in the ideas they're putting forward. I mean, it could well be that the West is influencing. I wouldn't be surprised in some way that the Western media is influencing it, but you can't influence it to the extent that these guys think it is. Venezuela isn't impoverished because of the West. Venezuela is impoverished because of its own poor governance. Hong Kong is being oppressed by China. I mean, it could be that the West is favouring Hong Kong more than they perhaps should, but definitely Hong Kong, in comparison to China, people have freedom of speech, people have the right to protest their government, whereas in China they just don't have that. If you look at Xi, obviously shades of grey. Xi did assist in overthrowing the dictatorship in Cuba, but then obviously brought in another dictatorship, obviously with the Fidel Castro. It's shades of grey, but these guys they're fixated on their side of the story, and I think it's interesting to look at it. And I had fun making this video. I think I might make another one again sometime. Perhaps looking this time at the right. Look at r/the Donald, maybe a bit of r/libertarian. We'll have a look though. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll be more than willing to discuss these topics in the comment section.